What's up, y'all? It's Lansing. I'm here at A-List Photography, and I'm going to be doing a live performance for y'all on my new single that came out late December 2022, Come Back Home, produced by Hughes. But before we start that, we're going to get a little interview kicking. Let's get it.
So tell everybody where you're from.
So originally, I'm from Garland, but I've always been in the DFW area, and I moved to Oak Cliff recently to pursue a art school that I got accepted into, and now I'm living it up, going to open mics, getting more involved with my DFW community than I've ever been, so that's where I'm from.
Tell everybody, how is it living in the Oak Cliff area?
So it took a little getting used to. It's a lot different than the rural country background I'm from, but you know, you got to do what you got to do to pursue your dreams, and I know people got a little discourse about Oak Cliff, and some people look at it and they're like, you know, you get a bad rep, but Oak Cliff is awesome, and the art scene there is phenomenal, and I've just learned the more I've been in Dallas that I just can progress more and more. The more connections I make, the more venues I go to, the more people I talk to. It's a really like-minded area, and I'm glad to be here. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Okay, so have you got a chance to meet any artists in the Oak Cliff area?
Specifically in the Oak Cliff area, nah, but like all over Dallas, I have just going to these open mics, going to the school I do right now, and it's not even just music, just artists of any kind, like people that pursue like any visual, any camera work, any of that. So yeah, Oak Cliff, I'm definitely still trying to have a foundation in music and in art in that. But for now, it's just whoever I can get in the DFW area, like-minded, creative, that's the main points I'm trying to get.
Is there any artists that you are taking a liking to in the music world? Do you have any favorite artists out here right now?
Like in DFW?
Just period.
Oh, period? Okay. So one of my favorites, heavy rotation, is Kenny Mason. He's from Atlanta, a great mix of hip-hop and rock and alternative style. And he's worked with some greats like J. Cole and Lil Wayne. So, you know, he's getting the recognition that he deserves. But he's always been an inspiration for me because he just does whatever the hell he wants. And that's awesome. That's what I want to do. Like, he really inspired me to be as creative as possible. And so someone else I really want to shout out is Suede Button-Up. That's the first person I've met at the open mics that I really connected with, and we've been in the studio a couple times. We've made some bangers. I've helped him out recording with some, and just, you know, that you do one for me, I do one for you lifestyle is really how you got to live, because you got to see someone that's talented and creative, and you just got to see what you can do with them so they can see what they do with you, you know?
So I hear you speaking about a couple open mics.
Mm-hmm.
Can you shout out some of the open mics that you've been to?
Yeah,
in the
of course.
area?
Of course. So the first one that I went to is on the Garland-Dallas border off of Shiloh Road. It's called Creators Don't Die. They also have a venue location in Deep Ellum. But that was the first place I was put on to by my friend Roman DeFro. Shout out to him. And ever since then, I've really just been tapped in with the open mic community. The more recent one is Eli's Underground Open Mic, Royal Lane Studios off of Maple Avenue. Definitely go check that out. That's more in Dallas by Love Field. Both of those are very creative and very entertaining to just be around. But when you get up on that stage, it's life-changing. Like the first time I performed around people, it just like really heighten my senses of, oh, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. You know, when you see other people do it, they're like, oh, that's cool. But you don't know what that's like until you get on the stage. So I've been doing it consistently. I try to go every week, if not every week, every other week, try and make as many connections as possible and just support other local artists because, you know, you can't be stuck up. You can't just be in your own lane. You got to really get out there. You got to put yourself out there, but you also got to put other people out there. That's what most important is, connections, at least in my opinion.
So what kind of music do you consider you make?
Shit, man, I make a lot of stuff. Like, my roots, I've always been in hip-hop because I grew up on Kid Cudi, Kendrick, Drake, Lil Wayne, but I really want to branch out past that because there's only so much you can do in one genre. You don't want to just be pigeonholed. You don't want to be boxed in. So I've tried out doing some R&B stuff. I've tried out doing some pop stuff, tried out doing some electronic stuff. I want to get more into producing myself and engineering myself. You know, I've been playing guitar for a little bit. I picked up keyboard not too long ago. But the vocals and the writing have always been the main thing for me, no matter what genre.
So which one do you like the most?
Like genre-wise?
Yes.
I think what comes more naturally to me is hip-hop, but I think right now I'm in more of a pop bag because, you know, you can also do so much with that, and I've not even tapped into because you got your mainstream pop, you got your catchy hooks, you got other stuff, but you can also take it back and do some acoustic. You can do full blown out production. You can meet in the middle. It's just so many lanes that you can do in one genre, and I just really want to explore it all. And the song you're going to hear is an 80s synth pop fuse called Come Back Home, and it does have some hip hop elements, it does have some electronic elements, but really it's pop at its core, and I hope y'all are having fun with this one. So,
all right, let's get right to it.
All right.
What's up, you?
Come back home to me, I know you suddenly all by yourself out there still cursing. Come back home to me, wanna fall asleep right beside you here with a bone to pick. I know we tried and tried, you were tired of dying up inside, but I know it's time to shine, to cross the line, X marks the spot. What the fuck? This is awful. Had you on my block list and now I'm being thoughtful. Wanted something back there and wrote a song to Fossil. Kept it underground so long that I dropped it. This shit ain't a cartoon, why I make comparisons? Now the feelings that I once had felt embarrassing. So my fling is gone, so I'm back to square one. Once you coming homeless, the girl I'm leading on is you. And that would suck, right? Gotta keep my options open, is a lust fight. But just because I try to fit in doesn't mean that someone's winning. So I end up in an image where I'm uptight. Emotions got me feeling so uneasy. Smile for the camera when it's off, it's done cheesy. Open up, getting vulnerable to one's breezy. Come back home, I don't need you inciting, telling me you've been fighting. Feelings free cause we might be. Come back home. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, come back. Half a year and I'm glad I never went back. You was my home, now you acting like a red flag. I never cried over you, I'm sure you did that. And if you think that possible about you, get in line with facts. Toxic, gone to waste, and I never even got her. Yeah, that just singles it down. Playing Bachelor with the teeniest crowd, and the dream is profound. But I want someone to hold close, want someone to stick around like an old ghost. Arms wide open, playing goalposts. How my feet feel with you, that's the goalpost. And I need spilling truth in your messages, cause when you get to know me, that's the best it gets. I'm unsure about the person, but I'm gon' commit. 50Ks might be worth it, that's a golden hit. I don't need you inciting, telling me you've been fighting. Feelings free cause we might be. Come back home. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, come back home. Hope y'all are enjoying this. A-list photography, come out. Come back home. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah! I don't need you inciting, telling me you've been fighting. Feelings free cause we might be. Come back home. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh, ooh, oh, come back home. I don't need you inciting, telling me you've been fighting. Feelings free cause we might be. Come back home. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. Ooh, oh, come back home. Thank y'all so much for coming out to the Instagram Live. If you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this on YouTube after, A-list photography, exclusive interview performance. Come back home with your boy Lansing. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much.
What's up, Hughes?
Come back home to me, I know you're suddenly all by yourself out there still costing. Come back home to me, wanna fall asleep right beside you here with a bone to pick. I know we tried and tried, you tired of dying up inside, but I know it's time to shine, to cross the line, X marks this power. What the fuck? This is awful. Had you on my block list and now I'm being thoughtful. Wanted something back there and wrote a song to Fossil. Kept it underground so long that I dropped her. This shit ain't a cartoon, why I make comparisons? Now the feelings that I once had feel embarrassing. Some of my fling is gone, so I'm back to square one. So I want you coming home unless the gun I'm leading on is you. And that was up right. Gotta keep my options open, is a lust fight. But just because I try to fit in doesn't mean that someone's winning. So I end up in an image where I'm uptight. Emotions got me feeling so uneasy. Smile for the camera when it's off, it's done cheesy. Open